What a fun city. I've had a great time working on this city. I've had a great time working on this region. Look at this. I cannot believe that we have every city but one filled in. It just seems like yesterday that we were over there starting our very first city of the region and of the season and working our way in that direction over there and then back over here to our current city. This city and a lot of the cities, it seems like what we did more so this season than in other seasons. We were kind of telling stories. The cities had a story behind them. The city that we're working on right now was really an offshoot of this city. You know, this city, thanks to a viewer, hey, let's do a city that's half Academy, half Omega. And we come back over to our current city in response. Well, what if we want a city that's just Academy focused, just Elite Tower focused? So that leads us to our last city. And some of the things that I've been thinking about are kind of an offshoot of this city. You know, here we were talking about I want clean industrial buildings. I want elite mega towers. I want kind of the answer to that city. And as I was creating this city, and one thing that really jumped out at me was we've got drones. When the drones come out of the factory, they go to either the hospital. Actually, it sounds like drones are about to come out now. They go to a hospital, they go to a fire station, or they go to a police precinct, and they become law drones, fire drones, or meta drones. And there is a level of a mega tower that does that. I'd like to work on that. I ran out of space. There are two landmarks. We used one of them, but there's another landmark that takes up a lot of space that also has kind of a similar futuristic look. We almost placed the arcology launch. The Arcology Launch Center. We almost placed it, but once again, we ran out of space. But all that time, I was thinking about it. I think the story over here is resort, vacation. You know, we've got these cities, and they've all developed with these downtowns, these skyscrapers. Yes, we did tourism. We have a city that's got a huge amusement park, but I'm thinking more beachside vacation slash place to launch the launch arcology. That's what I'm thinking. So last episode we'd already sent some funds At least I thought I did. When I click on it, it doesn't show it. We may need to load in. Last episode, we also set this up, our support city. So we're already doing that. But yeah. Yeah, I know we sent funds because look, this is already. See that gift? We sent a gift. So, but yeah, this was so much fun. I had a great time with this, but I think it's time to move on to our last city of the region and our last city of the season. And I want to see where our funds are. There they are. Okay, good. All right, let's pause. No matter how many cities, no matter how much experience you have with this version of SimCity, you gotta check the wind. I've checked some cities on our Let's Play where we're visiting cities, and we've got there's an entire region where the majority of the cities are struggling with air pollution, ground pollution, germs. It's so important. Well, now that is a bit of a so the wind is blowing in this direction. So that kind of I was thinking a seaside. I mean, we could still do a little bit of industry because I think our largest employer is going to be commercial. That's nice. Maybe this is kind of an alcove for maybe higher wealth. I know we're going to want drones because yes, this is a resort. This is kind of a vacation area, but I still want to continue that futuristic. These individuals are coming here to relax, but they're also coming here. They still want to get Omega. And I have to have drones here if we want to take advantage of drones going to that level of the mega tower. So, but I do not want purple smoke here. I do not want that. I need just enough Omega. I may do some of this offline because we need to import. First of all, do we even have enough employees? Okay, we've got some available jobs. We need Omega and we need to ship the Omega to that city. So, and I think through editing, because first of all, I've got to bring in what I need. I've got to put down an Omega factory, and we can always do that later. But I think while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do it now. And then we'll resume. All right, so we've got an Omega factory there that needs ore, but at least it's placed. Omega factory there, and I went ahead and I put in 2 more levels for employment purposes so that we have workers. And then we'll check back in because right now there isn't anything even over there in our new city to send Omega to, but at least we've started that process. All right, so now let's figure this out. So I think what I need to do, just like the city over here, if you were with me when we were working on this city, I had to place the academy well before I needed it just to get a feel. I don't think I need to place the launch arcology, but I do want to make sure that I've got a good, I want to make sure that it's going to fit. So I'm kind of seeing the arcology, and then I'm thinking waterfront. Now, because of the wind, some of what I would, some of the area that I would have loved for my resorts and my vacation area has to be dedicated to industry. Let's see here. I just want to get a feel. I just want to get a feel for this. Let's also put, let's also put some roads. Whoops. I may not keep these. Actually, let's extend this a bit. Or at least far enough. Let's see if we can. Nature. Okay, I want center. I think this is the center. That looks like the center to me. I should have before I connected that, I should have extended this road out. Or actually no, let's make this a bit wider. Let's not do a carbon copy. Oh, okay, better. let's take care of industry real quick while we're let's do a road. We may not need all of this, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it. Because I'm going to extend this all the way out. Let's extend to right about let's do this for right now. Before I go any further, where's train? How do we want? I want to get the train. I need to get the train into the city before we get too involved. Let's go underneath. There. That's enough for right now. We'll figure out the rest, but I just wanted to make sure we weren't. All right. I think this would be a good spot. Let's do that. Let's go ahead before we forget. Let's put down a sign and cruise ship dock. Cruise ship and a sign. There. We could. How could we? Let's go back to this. I have more. Well, let's do a. I'm not so sure. All right, before we go any further, let's start connecting some stuff to make sure that this is even going to work. It would be kind of cool and dramatic if we could get a sweeping over the water. We could connect this through this mountain. Well, that's just as good as a tunnel. Well, no, there it is. I don't know if the simulation is going to see this as a short path, but I think it's going to look nice. I think I'm going to get rid of this and this for right now. I think I'm going to need the space. There. I kind of think my circle's too big. I need this real estate. I already know this is going to be... Oh. Maybe we could put some shops. I'm gonna... Let's leave it. I may not do that roundabout. Road grade too steep. Angle too sharp, and I'm just making a straight line. Let's do this. There. I feel like some of this may change, but I just got to get a feel. going to do this. That'll do for now. Actually, I kind of like the look of that. Now, let's just get some people in. So I know my industry is going to be here. Let's get some industrial buildings. I want to make sure I've got space. I know I'm going to need at least one omega. Oh, it's not unlocked. I'll put it down. I'm gonna put it here somewhere. We'll worry about that later. Let's get some residents in. Let's get some vacation homes. Look at this again. So this whole side, but then over here to right about there. All right, we have this utility city. So let's take care of that. I want to try to not have to put down, I want to buy my power from here. I want to buy my water from there. And I want to send my sewage there. I think I've already told garbage trucks to come here. Look at that. Now, I fully expect that we're going to need to put down fire, health, and police. I would love, let's see, I don't think I've set up for that to come here yet. Okay. Let's hit play. We should be getting we're getting power, water, sending sewage. There. All right, so I'm envisioning my launch arcology here. Put some more parks around, and then this is going to be kind of a combination of homes, shopping, But this is also going to be where the visitors, I'm going to treat this like a visitor center area as well. And this time I want to use, good night, that takes up a lot of space. That takes up a lot of space. Maybe we may have to revisit. We may have to in my mind, I pictured putting that here. I mean, we could do some. Man, that takes up a lot of space. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But I want it kind of a visitor center, part of the city here, and then you would drive or walk here to the launch arcology. If I knew for sure how much I was going to need for industry, we may need to keep the population low. We just might have to do that. But we've got to start. Got to start. We may have to make some alterations, but we've got ourselves the beginning